Good Sunday morning to you. This is the upcoming week outlook for southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. During this upcoming week, it's going to be wet and unsettled pattern over the area, which is going to bring a chance for rain for many of the days throughout the week. Some of the heavy rainfall that does happen will lead to some localized flash flooding. We could have ponding of water in low-lying areas and areas of poor drainage. We'll have a graphic here that kind of depicts where we think that rainfall may line up. And we also have a chance for severe weather today, but that's very marginal. But then we'll have a little bit higher chance of severe weather on Wednesday, and we'll have a graphic that'll show you that particular area. Beginning today, let's talk about the rainfall. For today, you can see from the map up there, much of the area is going to have a slight risk, at least 15% chance or higher, upwards to 40% or so to see some heavy rainfall. A lot of the thunderstorms that could form today could train or basically go over the same areas that receive rainfall today. So some of the thunderstorms that line up are just going to keep raining over some of the same areas, which could lead to some flash flooding. For tomorrow, Monday, that kind of threat area kind of shifts a little bit more east. So the Mississippi Gulf Coast is basically more under the gun again for tomorrow for that heavy rainfall threat, and a little bit less as you go west towards Slidell, New Orleans. But nonetheless, risk will be there for some heavy rainfall on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we kind of take a little bit of a break there from the rain, just somewhat, but the threat shifts a little bit more to the west. Now, for the rest of the week, each day will have its own risk, beginning like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, going into the end of the week. Each day will have its own rainfall risk, but as we get closer to those days, we'll have graphics that depict that particular situation as we get closer to it in time. So just check back with us for the remainder of the week. Here's a graphic I threw in there. It kind of shows the overall, this is the rainfall forecast for the next 7 days. So if you add up everything that we could possibly get, and this is the general lineup of how that rainfall may pan out. As you can see, the Mississippi Gulf Coast and over towards Alabama and whatnot, that is the general area where we think the rainfall will kind of go over the same areas repeatedly. So the Mississippi Gulf Coast, westward towards New Orleans and southeast, extreme sections of southeast Louisiana could see some higher amounts. But overall, this is just a general picture of where we think the rainfall will line up. It's not an exact, it's just to kind of give you a picture. So this could shift 50, 25 miles or so somewhat. So don't pay attention exactly where these numbers are. Just give it overall that, hey, we're going in a little bit wetter pattern for this upcoming week, and we think the general rainfall threat will be in that corridor. But the areas that do get this rainfall and then more storms come in during the remainder of the week, that's what will lead to the flash flooding and whatnot. So check back with us. We may have to reassess the situation based on, especially like today, we may be putting out a flash flood watch or whatnot. So just keep abreast of the situation and stay weather aware and check back with us often. This is the outlook this is 4 days out. On Wednesday, you can see north of Baton Rouge, west of Macomb. That's the general area of where the slight risk right now of severe weather is. We expect some damaging winds, large hail with this area of risk. And this could be expanded or shifted, so we have to pay attention. Like I said, this is still 4 days out. Just wanted to give you the heads up going into the week that severe weather is also a threat on Wednesday. Now, after towards the end of the week onward, what is the outlook? The temperatures look to be returning to near normal or slightly above normal starting at the end of next week. This upcoming week. So like Saturday, Sunday going into next weekend, this is what the next 6 to 10 days, that 6 to 10 day outlook area, that's what it looks like. And as for rainfall, hey, we're coming out of this little bit of wet pattern that we're saying for this upcoming 7 days. So at the end of the 7 days, past that, we look to be getting back to near normal and not having this flash flood threat sort of right now like what we're having for this upcoming week. It looks like to be returning to near normal of what we would expect for the end of May, beginning into June. And as always, you can always get the latest weather information and whatever hazards that may be going on and how will it impact you at our webpage, weather.gov/New Orleans. And with that, that concludes our upcoming week outlook. Have a good week, and we'll hope to see you next week.